Come with me if you want to live.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope you're all doing well. I had a rest day yesterday. I'm feeling all nice and recovered for the most part. My chest and back are still pretty sore, but I am ready to get back in the gym and absolutely kill it. Today, I have shoulders. Front, side, rear. Whole shoulder. Delts, whatever you want to call it. I find that this day is a good add-on if you want to widen your frame and kind of just put on some extra size in general. Shoulder and arm days, I think, are very important if that's what you're going for. And even throughout prep, I think it's extremely important to stick to the same training regimen that you were doing while you were in the off season. Cardio will differ, but as far as weight training goes, if it worked for you while you're bulking, it should work for you while you're cutting. So, yeah, we're going to be hitting some shoulders. I'll be taking you guys in the gym. It's Sunday today. I know it's going to come out the day after, but the gym is going to be pretty dead. I'm hoping it's going to be pretty dead so I can actually set up my tripod. Shoulder and arm day are my most hectic days, with that being I just do a ton of different exercises because there's 3 different heads. I try to hit all of them. So I'm kind of all over the gym. Not super looking forward to setting up the tripod in each spot, but this will make me get the most out of each exercise. It's definitely been different setting up the tripod for lifting, but it really hasn't made that much of a difference on my lifts. I've been taking the same amount of recovery. I haven't been getting distracted. If anything, I've been more sore. I don't know. Probably somewhat of a placebo effect there. But yeah, I'm excited to show you guys what I do on a shoulder day, and I can't wait to get into it. As far as prep goes, a little prep update. The video before this one, I talked about I'm doing a later show, so I got 4 more weeks of prep. So instead of being 7 weeks out, I am 11 weeks out. A while away. I finally dipped below 255. I was 249.8. Wait, no. I was 254.8 this morning, which I know is not that far below, but still, I've been plateaued at 255 for a while. I took out a tortilla with my lunch. I have egg white burritos, so I cut the tortillas down to 2 instead of 3. I cut the cottage cheese down to 2 servings instead of 3. Well, 1 serving. I was having 1.5, so it's just 1 now, and that seems to be doing the trick for now. I've also been watching a lot of Greg Doucette, not his reaction videos or anything like that. I know that he's fairly controversial, but he does know what he is talking about, especially for natural lifting. I think he did something like 32 shows natural. I would highly, highly recommend, if you were doing a show or you just want advice of being a natural bodybuilder, to check out some of his earlier videos because they are loaded with information. And my last prep, it was mainly him and Hani Rambod who coached me through it. Obviously not actually coaching, but from me watching their videos, they really helped me. And I think that they would be able to help you as well. But yeah, I've been watching some of his videos, getting some tips on how to fucking get shredded. Because, I want to come in so lean that I fucking win. I know that in a not drug-tested show, there's going to be people bigger than me. I want to do open, but I might do classic if I can get down to the right weight. And if I do classic, I think I would have a fair chance if I can get lean enough. It's just going to come down to that. I know I have enough muscle. I know I have enough size, but I need to be lean as fuck. And then eventually I make the transition to open, and I'm going to need a shit ton more muscle for that. But the training regimen I've been on has been working fantastic. Like I said, today's shoulder day. Trying to get those Marcus Rule delts. And I will see you guys in the gym so I can walk you through my shoulder day routine. Getting some cardio right now. Kind of just waiting for the pre-workout to kick in. But yeah, it is empty in here as predicted. Forgot to mention the giveaway at the beginning of the video. Follow me on Instagram, Matthias the Menace, and menace.physique. Subscribe on YouTube. Comment that you did all that, and you're entered in the giveaway for a exclusive Menace Physique pump cover. But anyway, pretty dead in here. I'm gonna go over the exercises to myself. I'll tell you guys about them as I go through them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys when I get started. So, first thing when I got in the gym, I saw some of my friends up in the compound area. Here's fucking Quinn Newton, 16 years old. That is 635 pounds that he's shrugging. I mean, I was just absolutely in shock after watching that. But anyway, I start off with some shoulder mobility. This is a fantastic exercise to get those shoulders loose and ready for the workout. I do this for shoulder day, chest day, and sometimes even arm day. It just reduces the risk of injury, sometimes back day as well. It's just a great exercise to do. As you can see, next I transition to no weight. I got this one from Chris Bumstead. Every single rep, you feel your shoulder loosening up a little bit, which is just great. It sets you up for a good workout. And I feel that doing all this mobility work kind of helps you enter the mental zone that you need to be in for the lift. All right, first set here. This is maybe the hardest part of the workout, and you're just getting started with it. So we're going to do 20 reps of lat raises. Pick a weight that you can do 20 reps with. The last 5 reps should be a real struggle, and you should fail on the 20th. If you don't, keep going, do a little extra. Every single rep, go up and squeeze at the top and just fucking obliterate your shoulders. I do 3 sets of these, and I superset them with 20 reps of front raises. Same deal. Pick a weight that you can actually work with. Squeeze your shoulders every single rep at the top. I like to kind of push my shoulders forward. That's how I feel it more. I'm really swinging the weight here. I probably should have gone lighter, but this is just what I was feeling for the time. And then you do rear delt flies. You can go heaviest for these. If your rear delts are the strongest, for me, that's the case. So I did 35 for these. Every single rep, squeeze your rear delts, and you'll be feeling it. So yeah, superset those and do 3 sets of them. So that's 60 total reps per set. Next, I went into my heavy compound. This is my favorite type of shoulder press. It's behind the head. I feel that when you go behind the head, you can kind of pinch your... Oh my gosh, sorry. You can kind of pinch your shoulders more, and you just feel the engagement better. I was doing a plate and a 25 here. I put the 25 on the inside so I could drop down to it. I got Blake spotting me, doing an amazing job. There's Quinn in the background. But yeah, as you can see, I'm going way past failure. Then I drop it. I sped it up because it took a while. Dropped it down to just 25, squeezing every single fucking rep, really feeling it in my shoulders. Next, this will obliterate your side delts, and it's such a good isolation exercise. As you can see, the cable is actually higher up than most people have it, and I'm standing pretty close to it. This ups tension, and then this was the exercise I chose for front delts. Every single rep, squeeze at the top, hold it up there. I went for like 8 to 12 on these. And then I went over and I wanted to really fry my rear delts. So I hit some behind the head lat pull downs. These are fantastic for your rear delts. You can really, really squeeze them and feel the burn. I don't know why people don't really do these anymore. They used to be really popular, but supposedly you have a high risk of injury. I've never been injured on these. Just go light if you're worried about that. And then I did some face pulls, kind of off to the side. Sorry about that. I'm not a huge fan of face pulls, but I do know that they work, and there's not many other rear delt exercises. This is the exercise I'm most proud I came up with. It's kind of like an Arsenal shoulder press. See, this is a chest press and lat pull down machine. I have my buddy go over to that side, pull down the lat pull down side, and then I'm on the chest press side, and I'm using it like a shoulder press. You can see I'm falling back, and then I'm leaning forward every rep. This kind of makes it a behind the head and in front of the head shoulder press. It's just such an insane exercise. I would highly recommend trying this if you don't have an Arsenal shoulder press at your gym and you do have one of these machines. It's really great. Have your buddy over there help you with some assisted reps and help you get it down. And then when you're done, it's pretty easy to set down. You don't need any help for that. But yeah, I would highly recommend trying this if you want to switch up your shoulder pressing. All right, here we go. Some upright rows to hit those rear delts. I'm doing these on Smith machine so that I can drop the weight and so I have a smooth movement pattern. Just the biggest thing on shoulder day is to make sure you're squeezing the head of the shoulder that you want to work. If you're squeezing it, you'll feel it. and if you feel it, it'll be sore. Just remember, I always say the Lee Priest quote, if you want something to grow, you got to make it suffer. So here we go. To kind of finish off my compounds, well, not really. I don't know. I do a shit ton of stuff on shoulder day. I'm doing some Arnold's here. This hits the entire shoulder. I did a drop set. So on the way up, it's front and side delts. And then on the way down, you kind of push your shoulders back a little bit. That hits the rear delts. Then you put them in front, and you want to keep your arms up high so that your shoulders are engaged the whole time. Don't let your elbows sag. And I superset these with some lat raises. Oh my god, my mind just blanked. All right. And I always finish out shoulder day with some dips. Here we go. I got 2 plates on. Usually I get this for like 2 or 3, but I don't know what was going on today. I was just feeling fucking strong. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love doing the weighted dips. That's 5 because it just adds tension. Weight adds tension, and tension equals muscle growth, or at least it breaks down muscle more. Here we go. Fucking slapped 3 plates on there. I don't think I've done 3 plates for 1 before, I think, but I was feeling strong. I figured why not, you know? Really want to just go past what I think is possible. I'm going to turn up the volume here for the set. I was getting fucking locked in. One, all the way down. 1 deeper, 2, 3. And that's really how many reps I was going for. I couldn't get another one. I did end up dropping the weight and just doing body weight dips. And then I hit some lat raise machine to make sure I had a good pump for the pump check. For the dips, I would say, if you really want to engage your shoulders, obviously kind of flex them. First off, holy shit, look at this pump. That is insane. But, yeah, flex them and kind of pop them up. Like, if you want to engage your chest, pop your chest up. If you want to engage your shoulders, pop your shoulders up. God damn. Yeah, this was just crazy pump. Holy shit. That was actually pretty good. I always fuck up the lat spread. I put one shoulder higher than the other. I was doing a pretty good job right here, though. Gotta do the side chest. Always puff up your chest for these, because it's fucking showing off the chest, the arm, and the shoulder. And your hamstrings. Gotta remember to flex those. A little side relax. Now, these are the poses that I am most proud of. I was fucking on point with these today. There you go. Holy shit. If you really want to make your back look wide, I would recommend like pushing your chest up and leaning back slightly. If other than that, it's kind of just a normal front double, but from behind. So the setup is pretty much the same. Just make sure your chest is puffed up a little more and that you're leaning back slightly. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was going for with that. Little shizzy type pose. And I'm thinking, what else should I fucking hit? Oh my god, that is not. Doing a little Marcus Rule pose there. Yeah. I'm fucking clocked out. Oh, that one's good. Alright, but then I gotta hit traps. Because on shoulder day, I do traps as well. And you know, since I saw Quinn doing all that fucking weight, I thought, why not? Why wouldn't I at least try, you know? If you try, what's the worst thing that'll happen? You fucking fail? So I'm just gonna let these clips play. Keep in mind, I've never, ever gone above 5 plates for shrugs. I can't even deadlift 5 plates. I'm pretty close, but I've done it before, but right now I can't. So I've never gone above 5 plates. I just said, fuck it, why not try? What's the worst that can happen? I fucking fail? So I'm just gonna let this clip play, and you guys can see the outcome of what happens when you actually when you surpass your limits and when you just say, why can't I do this? The only thing holding you back in a lot of cases is yourself. Saying, oh, I can't go that heavy. I've never gone that heavy. Well, have you ever fucking tried? You don't know if you could go that heavy. Why not at least find out? So I'll let this clip play. Holy fuck. Holy shit.
Needless to say, I was pretty pleasantly surprised with myself. But anyway, yeah, I just fucking why not, you know? So I do this one. It's behind the back. This just helps hit the entire trap. I'm just gonna say my traps have never in my entire life been as sore as after I fucking did shrugs with that weight. So I do those, and then I go on to this one machine. It's very unique. It's like a don't know what I'm doing there. It's kind of a shrug machine. So you stand there. It's on both of your sides. It simulates a dumbbell shrug. It just gives you a little bit more control over the weight, so it's not swinging around everywhere because it's actually mounted to something. If you don't have this at your gym, however, I would recommend just doing dumbbell shrugs. Not that big of a difference. I just prefer this one. And you know, since it's shoulder day, on any day, I always love to end with a feeder set, feeding the muscles with some high reps. So here we are, behind the head shoulder press, my absolute favorite type of shoulder press, going back to this one, and I set out to do 100 reps to finish out.
That's all I got for shoulder day. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was a killer shoulder day. I know it is high volume. I'm a huge fan of high volume. You'll never not be sore, so there's that guarantee for high volume training. But also, it's not just like junk volume, you know? It's not high volume, but every set is like 5 reps until failure or whatever. Every set is to failure. Every set is as hard as you could possibly go. I guess I didn't really go over how many sets I did in the video. You can assume that every exercise I do anywhere between 2 to 4 sets. So I'll kind of leave that up to you if you want to do the shoulder day. For like really engagement based exercises, I'll probably do 4. Like the single arm lat raise on cable, I did 4 sets of those. But for a heavier compound, like behind the head, I did 2 sets. And that was more than enough. So I'll leave that up to you to decide. For the giveaway, remember, XL, Menace Physique, 1 of 6, exclusive pump cover. I've got all the entered people here. I'm not picking today. Tomorrow's video will have the winner. Right now, these are all of the people who are entered. You still have time to enter. You just gotta follow me, Matthias the Menace on Instagram, and menace.physique on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube, and comment that you did all that, and you are entered in the giveaway. So far, I'm gonna try to say these. We got DTLB3IX. We got Predator Gaming 5951. We got The 3O. We got Charlie O'Malley 7615 and Danny X 9545. So we got a total of 5 entries so far. That means if you enter, there'll be a 1 out of 6 chance that you win. Thank you to everyone who has entered. I appreciate all the support from you guys. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.